I was on the Oblivion Reddit page earlier, and there was a post saying a user could escape the world of Cyrodil, even though we've all paid a lot of money to be here, and explore outside of the map into Elsweyr. I think I found the location that they did it in. Perhaps this is one of multiple locations, sort of directly below Kvatch here. If you sort of come across and hit this tree here at a bit of an angle, you get outside of the world. I'm definitely not meant to be here. How the heck I'm gonna get up onto the other side without dying is beyond me. Maybe I need some console commands here, but let's give it a little go. But yeah, I definitely am not meant to be here. Whether I can get up on the other side is another question. Let's see if we can't just spam our way up the hillside here. Looks like we can. That's, you know, as Todd Howard says, it just works. And if you've ever climbed a hill, this is exactly how you do it. Kind of just run at it, hit spacebar a few times. I mean, you just jump up and you get up the mountain. I think I'll fast forward this bit until I'm on the top. And there we go. I am well and truly outside of the game world. I have entered Valenwood. In this case, the Reddit user was off in Elsweyr, but I'm sure if I just started walking, I would get there. So yeah, that just hitting that tree at the angle somehow pushes you outside the out of bounds. There's nothing stopping me. You know, I've not died yet. I've not been carried away to Oblivion. So I think this is looking pretty spectacular, actually. Maybe this is where Todd has hidden Elder Scrolls 6. Maybe this is where that 120 gigabytes of extra data has come from. We can only pray that we're going to find some of the finest moon sugar once we make it to Elsweyr. But yeah, Kvatch looking a bit gnarly there. And as we venture into Valenwood, we are hopefully going to see some jungle, some moving trees, no cannibals with any luck, you know, the wild hunt, or is it the beast hunt? Something about hunting. But at the moment we're seeing the trees start to thin out. You know, we're reaching maybe the end of what's been hand placed, if this was hand placed. Oblivion originally, I remember there was something about world was generated, you know, similar to the older games like Daggerfall, where it was procedurally generated. So maybe some of this stuff is just going to keep spawning in ad infinitum as we keep heading south here. I really should have brought a character with higher speed, not wearing heavy armor, because this is going to take us some time. Okay, so we're pretty far into what is Valenwood. I think this raises an interesting point, you know, sort of what would we see if we were in Valenwood for reals? What would be the first city we come across? I'd have to look at the ESO map to see that. But for now, let's just enjoy this scenic countryside. Wow, so that's the trees gone, and that's beautiful in its own right. That's a truly spectacular landscape, I think, for anyone to see. Let's just take that in for a second. It's like we're in Scotland or somewhere, not halfway into to Valenwood. Just see the tip of the towers there. Cravatch. Let's keep going. Let's go out of bounds even further. So 1,500 steps away from where we started. We're in this large empty valley. Snow-covered mountains, which is kind of interesting. We're still at quite a high elevation. We've got a ground texture, we've got grass. We've got a blue sky, we've got the sun. And we have crossed into Elsweyr now, without kind of any real landmarks or reference points. It's hard to keep track unless we just stick to the compass. We've been drifting off east, let's keep going south, see what there is in store for us. Are we coming up to the end of the world here, or is there something beyond? There is something beyond. It keeps going. Jeez. Got a repeating texture there. We're really heading out into the middle of nowhere. I think surely we can't hit the edge of the map and actually leave entirely, can we? Still got grass spawning in. Definitely seems to be patchier. Less grass maybe? And coloured grass? Don't know if this is going to come up in the recording. There's a few flickers in the terrain. Maybe not perfectly meshed terrain or something, I don't know. It'd certainly be cool to see something like this in Elder Scrolls 6 for real, you know, just a sort of a barren, well not barren, but somewhat empty landscape with nothing but the ground in front of you all around. Sort of, you know, tranquil in a way. Ooh. Just off to the corner there, I can see the train disappearing into nothing. Is that the sea? Is that just it ending? That is the sea. That's that looks like a beach, maybe. Well, we're certainly not in Kansas now. 2,600 steps away from where we started. And I have made it to the southern coast of Elsweyr. I'm ready for my beach holiday. Look at that. Isn't that something? Now I would suspect that I can also keep following this round. As long as I keep far enough out to sea, let's say I swam north, I could make it into Hammerfell, I could make it into High Rock, maybe even Skyrim. As long as I stay out of bounds the whole time. Now, swimming is going to take a long time. I really should have brought the boots of the shark so I could water walk. And that would obviously speed things up. But yeah, look at that. We are on the beach in Elswyr or Valenwood, depending on which side of the border we are now, living our best life. Truly spectacular. Once again, Todd, you've done it. You've created a masterpiece.